This commentary is in dedication to all the circle buttons that were destroyed in the process of making this game.
And its subsequent
What the
sequels.
heck was Sanzaru?
Yes.
Wait, what the heck was
Actually,
Sanzaru?
is it what I think it is?
Yep, it's exactly what you think it is, Steve. It's the HD remaster.
Okay, just curious.
Sanzaru took care of that?
Sanzaru handled the HD remasters of the first 3 Sly games, as well as the 4th game. But we'll get to that another time. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gay Pelly! Where something...
City of Love.
The City of Love. And berets.
I don't mean to immediately bash on it, but I remember when that intro used to be a lot better because you could barely see Sly before he stepped into the light. But now you can see it all the time. Whatever.
Thank you, HD Raster. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Originally released on the PS2 and was made by good old Sucker Punch, who, believe it or not, started off with a Nintendo 64 game of all things, until moving over to Sony.
Yep, and now they've been making some pretty. They've been making some pretty cool things. Like, what do? They did.
They did Sly 1, Sly 2, Sly 3, and then they went a complete shift with Infamous.
Yeah, Infamous.
I was about to say Infamous.
Come in, Sly.
Yes,
We can hear you.
Read me.
I read you, loud and very loud.
That is so quotable. It's just...
I like it.
I love it.
This is one of the most nostalgic games I ever had on the PS2.
Same here. I mean, as far as the mascot platformers that Sony had at the time, this one's honestly my favorite.
I see you moving those analog
I like him
sticks.
fine. I'm kind of tempted to say whether I like him better than Crash, because technically
Slime
Crash
was
is...
so funny when you face him up like.
I'm wondering what I'm in the mood for tonight. I could probably go for a croissant.
I can see him just thinking that too.
Engine running,
Yeah,
Murray.
there's Murray.
I'll be down in no time.
Yeah, this was before Bentley and Murray were out in the field along with good old Sly. For now, Sly is pretty much a one-man army, and it's no doubt evident with the power of his trusty cane.
Oh, don't worry. Don't mind the green stuff. We just accidentally impaled a rat with our hook.
Yeah.
good for kids.
Just smell that fresh Paris air.
Hey Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be
Oh
vertigo.
yeah,
or
this
something.
stuff.
Can you
So
see those
yes,
crazy blue lights?
so yes, this is. Yep. Trying to think. Jordy, have you had any experience with these games?
No, actually, I haven't, so this is my first time looking at them.
Oh boy, are you in for a treat, especially when we get to the sequels.
Yep. This series has been basically. Not sure how much the 4th one has done it, but I know that the first 3 games have been a pretty honest, like faithful stealth action platformer.
The circle button.
Pretty much.
I'm on it.
Though that being said, the first game pretty much takes the whole plot. Yeah.
Badly. I just had like this image of Sly like, do I have to Bentley? Sly, it's protocol. We have to end all calls like this. All right. And they do a little dance. All right. See ya.
Also starring Bentley.
And all right, they do this cut scenes with the credits.
So I guess it's official, Bentley. We're officially twirling our bat nipples.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Jordy, the way this works is it's like a 2-chance system. If you cross a yellow beam, then they turn red. Touch it again, you get fried.
Yeah, they're just that lethal.
And yeah, it wasn't until the sequels introduced this. This game is pretty much a stealth version of Crash Bandicoot.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, this game's... I mean, yeah, it primarily has stealth themes, but even then, it's still more of a platformer than a stealth game. Like, this is no Metal Gear Solid.
Something that the sequels do a better job of reinforcing.
Oh yeah, the sequels pretty much make it tired and true stealth stuff.
But until then, later games, this is like one-hit kill.
Yeah, pretty
somewhat.
much.
It's like, under normal circumstances, it's one-hit kill,
It's not
but you'll
here.
eventually get, like, horseshoes, which are essentially this game's version of the Aku Aku masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, not nearly as memorable though.
Yeah, that's why they got rid of them.
Which one do I twist first?
It's like trying to break into your locker all over again.
Oh, twirl harder, you sick raccoon.
I'm so used to seeing the autosave logo on the bottom left during this cutscene.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Nice job.
Or
Oh, yeah,
file.
there's our case file.
If you come down through the fire escape,
Huh, I wonder how the police managed to get a police file of myself.
in the getaway van.
Nice photo. Oh well. Don't forget the calling card.
All great thieves have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta make their presence known, even though that's kind of the complete antithesis of a thief.
Oh yeah, you can break things for coins. It's oh jeez,
Oop,
off
not
the desk. Yeah.
Yeah, the calling card just wasn't enough for good old Sly. He had to make his presence known.
And other than that, coins in this game are strictly a Mario thing. Get 90, you get 100, you get a life.
Well, it's not like Carmelita really needed all this.
What the hey is this?
Oh, it's all pictures of. Guess it's like very
looks a little
glimpse
too-
shots of Sly kind of scenes and whatnot.
Yeah, they have a bit of a rivalry thing going on.
I don't think rivalry
Pretty
is
much.
really the exact word you should use to describe these two.
How about twisted love?
Hey, Carmelita.
She said that
number
earlier.
one.
Foolish raccoon. I've cut you red-handed.
I'll just refer to her as Carmelita number 1 for now.
Haven't seen you since the
People,
last
people,
flippin'
people who
Bob
watch our playlists in the future will understand why it's soon.
Yeah.
Or, you know, have played the other games.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my
Here's our not Proto Man slash not
very
You think?
She's the
Koopaling.
she's the bad good guy.
Exactly.
She's Meta Knight.
Exactly. She's essentially the Meta Knight of the series, only with a pair of assets and a tail.
stick around and
And a
chat.
giant
I just
shock
stopped by to
pistol.
pick up this case file.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one thing that all policemen wish they had: a fucking shock pistol.
Time to move.
Beats the living shit out of a taser. I'll tell you that much.
Also, is it just me, or is Carmelita's model a lot bigger compared to Sly due to this perspective?
Oh yeah. Carmelita's model in this game is a lot bigger than Sly's, and again, it's for the sake of perspective. Because if she were, I guess the whole idea is that if she were like around Sly size, she'd be a little harder to notice.
I guess. Anyway, we made it. The exit.
You can't escape me, raccoon.
I just did.
I love her accent.
I don't think. Yeah, she's like. I think she's Spanish.
Once again,
Well, don't get used to that, Jordy. Like Logan said, it's only Carmelita number
surprised to see
1.
how well she took it. Finally, the
I
secret
see.
police
Oh,
file
geez,
I've
these
been
old
searching for
animation
all these
models.
years. With this,
They were
I
certainly
can
certainly a product of their time, but I think they still look
treasure.
nice here and
I mean,
there.
I like the cell shaded look. I was just saying, like,
bouncing on my
just
father's knee.
their
You see,
designs.
I come
Not
from
even
a
the artistic
long
style,
line of
just
master
the
thieves
designs
who
before
kept all
they
their secrets of
realized we
secret
should
Before
probably
they
make them
swapped
look
up
closer to
into-
their models.
the thievius
Yeah.
raccoon. Anyone who read
Okay.
it learned to be especially
I realize we're
sneaky,
gonna unfortunately
which is
talk
why
over
we
this
specialize in
eventually.
stealing from criminals.
So I'll try and give
After
the
all, there's no
brief
honor,
version to
no
Jordy.
challenge, no fun
He's
stealing from ordinary people.
his whole lineage
You
is
rip off a
you know
master
raccoons,
criminal,
you know thieves,
you know
because
you're a
hey
master
raccoons. And there's
Well,
this
on the
book
night I was
that
supposed
they
to
own
inherit
called The
the
Thievius
book,
Raccoons,
5
which is
visitors
basically
came
the
unannounced to our door.
how to steal things for dummies.
And it's
My
essentially...
Yeah, written by his entire family lineage.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's pretty much written by a hodgepodge of every one of his ancestors. And these villains are gonna take scraps of it for themselves.
Because they want to become great thieves, and they killed Sly's father to take it.
Pretty much.
Each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit
Damn those fiendish 5.
Or the Fiendish
Even though I
Five.
don't know why they couldn't have just.
broken alone.
Even though I don't know why they
I
couldn't
was
have
left
just
at the
taken the
town
book
opening.
and just shared it.
There I met two guys who became
Because
Because they have
they're
I
their
guess
own
they were
vision,
just that
too.
greedy.
Bentley, techno genius, and
Also,
And
yeah,
here's Sly's
also
friends
people-
whom he met at the orphanage.
part-time driver.
Because yeah, once his parents were
Sly-
killed, he had to go somewhere.
Together we pledged to track down the fiendish five.
So Bentley and
avenge my
Murray, they
father, and steal
work
back the
together
devious
to do what they
raccoons.
can.
I knew I was about
Although
to
now I
face
think
the
about it,
toughest test of my
Sly
life.
could actually potentially be the best one out of the entire like Raccoonist line, because or the Cooper line, I should say, the Cooper clan, because technically everything we're about to see, he's self-taught.
More or less,
He
yeah.
didn't have that book. He had to do it all himself.
Well, who's to say he didn't go through the book just to learn a few things?
That was a nice piece
He probably only read page 1, and then all of a sudden the Fiendish 5 suddenly burst in. It's like, hey kid, we're gonna take that book from you.
So here's the van.
I've got them all here on my
Actually, this isn't the van. This is actually their this is actually their old hideout, which is,
Some
believe it or not,
RV.
on a. Believe it or not, it's on a train track. Or no, train car. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I've already
It's a little more apparent in the cutscene, in the epilogue cutscenes for these stages. Speaking of which, here's Murray. Hi, Murray. Bless,
Bless
you.
you. He does
Thanks.
something new every time. Yeah, talk to him.
Press the
Hey,
cross
can I have
button
some of
and
those?
Oh, you want one?
jerk
Yes.
1. He says.
Oh well. I'll take
Oh,
the
well,
kingdom.
more for me. That's about the extent of Murray's character in this game. He's a fat ass.
Yeah, just wait until the next one. He'll get some cool redemptions and things. Anyway, I won't talk over this one. We'll let him explain the
Road
big
trip gave me
story.
the time I
Okay.
needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy
Oh dear.
and found it to his liking.
Well, what do you know?
Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights.
Because, yeah, apparently that's a thing.
Yeah, I guess that's part of the... Oh, hang on.
The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle of Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of a perilous Welsh triangle.
I'm not sure if that's the Bermuda Triangle, but yeah, because I think that's one thing that they never fully explain is here's a rich guy, he wanted to do pirates. Oh, by the way, he also is a freaking, like, mastermind machinist. Like, he's just an inventor just because.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
that's about the full extent of the of most of these crooks we have to take out in this series. So anyway, here's our first level for the Tide of Terror, and this is pretty much where you get to learn the ropes of how Sly works, even though they could have totally done that back in Gate Pele.
Ah, well, but now you get to actually encounter enemies and things.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission.
How is
See
that?
nasty-looking gate?
Oh no,
It
Gates,
runs
my
the
one
only
weakness.
road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just
Yeah, we'll
use
just
my climb.
jump the gate.
Okay, but remember,
Those holes
Yeah.
look, the gaps between those spikes look pretty big.
like pine.
Bentley, have you ever heard of the Border Hopper?
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
It's actually a pretty easy maneuver when you stop and
But
think
do
about it.
not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the
Bentley,
circle
why are you
button
reminding me
grab
how to
it.
climb a
Yeah,
ladder?
yeah, relax,
I'm like
Because
30
tutorials.
live for
or
this
20. I don't know how old Sly is.
I assume Sly's supposed to be somewhere in his 20s, but
Was-
that's what I figured anyway. But anyway, yeah, we can climb ladders with the simple press of the circle button.
Very interesting.
Real quick, I forget. Was Sly in PlayStation Battlestars all?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
He was. Pretty much every Sony character that was popular at that point in time was in the game, save for Crash and Spyro.
What do you
Or
think
Lara
that guy?
Croft.
Among
What do you
others.
think? What do you think that guy was doing with a freaking hammer? What was he accomplishing? Just hammering.
I'm a hammering. I'm a hammering. That's my job.
Probably some extreme
That's his
repairs.
Just gave him a hammer. Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah.
By the way,
yeah.
remember earlier when I said that this commentary was in dedication to all the circle buttons that were destroyed? Take that into full force, people, because the circle button pretty much does almost everything in this game.
It's a magical, wondrous device.
And that's pretty much going to be a staple of the entire series. A lot of things you can do in this game, just a press of the circle button. And boy, Bentley will never let you forget that.
See those searchlights?
Nah, I mean, yeah, that's why I love, like, in some of the podcasts, even the voice actor is in on, like, he knows he says it too much.
Acute combustion.
Just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you,
Those
I
lights,
want to
yeah,
see
there's
the
something about
secret
those lights
around
just...
Raleigh's fortress. Get
They're
close
so
enough,
powerful they
and
can
I
make us
check
blow
your
up.
progress.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the searchlights, Jordy,
What's
function
actually
the
supposed
same
to
way
happen
as
is
the
just
laser
they just
beams
fire
do.
machine guns at you, but still.
Well, that can
you
sort of be
forgot balls.
considered acute combustion. Well, to be fair, you can sort of consider that acute combustion.
There you go. Get the balls.
Yes.
Let's
Like, have you been shot? Oh yeah, bottles. These are pretty much our clues. If you collect all of them, then you have to take them to this big vault somewhere around the stage, and they'll give you. Well, we'll just wait and see.
According to my amphibio positioning
Amphibial
system,
position.
that big blimp is where
Bentley, you
Raleigh's
made that up.
hiding out.
You know, that blimp...
What gave you that idea, Sly?
You're right, Sly.
Maybe it's the pen petting that you have on the side of the thing.
It's the reason why it never stops raining
touche.
around here.
That explains all the
So,
wrecked ships.
oh yeah, so I guess Raleigh invented this machine specifically. He invented this machine specifically to trash ships and steal their loot.
Look back.
Yeah, actually, let it be known right now, ladies and gentlemen, out of all the games in the series, this is probably the most geared towards kids. Because a lot of the writing in this game feels very cartoonish, for lack of a better word. And then once you start getting to, like, Sly 2, 3, and onward, they start taking more... I wouldn't say... I don't know if adult would be the more...
I think mature is a good term.
Exactly. Yeah, mature would be the best way of putting it, because they do have some very interesting ideas that would probably appeal more to adults than kids.
Oh yeah, no, Sly 2
they're
deals
still-
with everything.
Yeah, I was about to
Sly
say.
2 deals with everything from drug abuse to,
Just jump and hit the
like...
circle button.
They still have cartoony aspects here and there, like, for example, opening up a cage, or I'm trying to say, building a tracking device by stealing transmitters from bears' teeth, but aside from that, they tend to take themselves a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
You're right, especially with ideas like death and corruption.
Death, corruption, the fucking drug industry.
It gets... I mean, it's about thieves and mystery. No!
Whoop.
Oh, Billy.
Whee!
He died. Yeah,
Into the drink.
he can't swim. Oh, yeah, and as you see there, either he died enough times, or he got a lucky horseshoe. That's the thing on his back.
Yep, that's our lucky charm. They're pretty much our Akus for this game.
You can
And
find.
you can only hold up to 2 of them though.
I forget what happens if you get 3.
Nothing really. I think if you could just get 3, I think you just get 3. I think they just give you an extra life. And there's the vault I was talking about earlier.
There you
Yep,
go.
it's pretty much just like. Yeah, fortunately, every freaking villain in this game buy their vaults from the same manufacturer that Carmelita Fox's has. So they all
That's-
function the same way.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's
Thankfully,
pretty much the only kind of.
I was about to say, thankfully, to compensate for that, a lot of the levels, there's never a point, or for the most part, there's never a point where you're locked out of a certain part of a level. You can always go back to find any clue balls that you missed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, save for a few exceptions though.
You found it, Sly.
And yeah, that's the closest thing you got to a collectible in this game.
Now find out Vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it.
Okay, Bentley, I'm assuming you know.
Or
what
you
you're
know, I
gonna
could just
tell me.
brute force it.
To enter the Vault code.
You can try that, Sly, but I don't think your game's strong enough.
The code for this vault is 792.
792. Okay. And yeah, before anyone tries to think, 1%. Before anyone tries to think, oh, I'll just cheat my way through it, it doesn't let you even input the code. The code never changes, but it doesn't let you input the code until you have all the bottles.
Yeah, pretty much.
This page
But looky,
So yeah, here's our first page of the Thievius Raccoonus.
attack dive move.
oh, that's one of my favorites.
Press the triangle button.
Now, the Thievius Raccoonus abilities are primarily performed with the triangle button. And once you start getting more of them, you can actually switch between abilities with the L1 and R1 buttons.
They're not, and it should be noted that none of them are required, but hey, we're gonna need that.
They're purely optional, and if I can be completely honest, some of them feel very practical.
Some of them are just for fun's sake.
Yeah,
We'll slip
Like
those
being
in. We
able
got
to
a treasure
freeze
key.
time.
being able to freeze time, or leaving a decoy, or leaving a hat bomb.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That right there, that in itself is like
I remember
since you're
the
always
fir-
on the move, that thing's almost damn near pointless. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, in the next part we will be going through more of the Tide of Terror. Till next time, guys.
Bye bye.
Keep that circle button pressing.